I regret almost everything I do. It's a problem with my OCD. I don't know exactly uh, where else it comes from exactly, but I feel like at the end of every day, I always look back on what I did and I feel unsatisfied with what I've accomplished. Like I could have spent my time somewhere better. If I did a lot of work, I feel like I didn't relax enough. If I relaxed enough, I didn't feel like I did enough work. I'm always in this constant state of, am I using my time wisely with the time that I have? And I feel like that comes from this constant state of paranoia that I've been in since a child, that I won't get it tomorrow, that I won't get another chance, that if I don't completely absorb an event as thoroughly as possible, then I'll have missed that moment for the rest of my life, and I'll look back on that moment regretting it, that I wasn't fully aware of all the things that were going on. And that's one of the reasons why I keep a diary, is so I can record those moments and times. And I've noticed that, as the days pass, those moments that seem so important to capture in real time, I have more time to reflect on them, right? Like I have more time to notice all the small things that happen. So when you think about it, the true value of a moment comes as you reflect over it. And that just takes time to develop. It's not going to happen in an instant. And yet I'm so paranoid about like capturing the entire moment all as it comes to me. And if I miss it, then somehow I've just done myself a disservice. I don't know how I can overcome that feeling except just to allow myself the patience. I kind of answered the question right there, honestly. It's just allow myself the patience to just experience something and not be so obsessed over not getting it all. Or maybe it's just I'm always looking for the extraordinary and ordinary things. And sometimes it's okay to be satisfied with the mundane. I've constantly had this problem of trying to make the most out of a moment. And when it falls short of my expectations, it's like it never even mattered. Like I've played so many shows where I had this expectation of a mosh pit happening, or like the entire crowd chanting the lyrics and all this grandiose things. And I'm thinking about this weeks leading up to my performance. And when the performance comes, and when I have, a solid couple dozen people in the crowd, and I have a few of my friends who come out and they're saying some of the lyrics and they're cheering and they're clapping and I'm getting applause and I'm getting praise, it's not enough for me. But I can't quite define what would be enough for me. And the ironic thing is, if everything happened exactly how I played it out in my mind, guess what? It wouldn't be special. It'd be what I expected. And then I'd return home after that performance feeling like, damn, well, this wasn't really that extraordinary. This is exactly how I expected it to play out. And yet, when things don't play out exactly how I want it to, I get so in my feelings about it. I'm like, I'm so disappointed. Like, what could I have done to make the moment better? It always comes down to me. What could I have done, instead of just letting go of the situation and accepting the environment and the circumstances that occurred that were out of my control? It's all this ego stuff. It's all this, I want things to go exactly how I plan them out in my head. That's a symptom of OCD. That's a symptom of ADHD too, is because when those two things combined, not only are you obsessing over things, you're obsessing over them in a rapid pace. And once you are satisfied in one area, you start to look for the next area to feel dissatisfied with. And it's just like an extremely unhealthy cocktail. And it just never turns out right. So something that I've learned growing up is to just let go of the situation, stop obsessing over it so much, and just enjoy it for what it is. It takes practice, but you have to enjoy the mundane. I have to enjoy the fact that I'm just in my house. I'm not really where I want to be right now. I'm in my parents' house. I'd rather be in Nashville playing shows, but just be satisfied with what I've got and be happy with it and count the blessings. If we don't count the blessings, we lose track. We lose track of our lives. We lose track of progress being made, and you'll never know how truly special and how truly loved you are by God unless you appreciate everything that you have and stop obsessing over the things that you don't have. Really hard lesson I've had to learn over time, but I'm getting there.